All reactions in this program are improvised and have not been rehearsed. Portions of said reactions not affecting the outcome have been edited and/or recreated.
Welcome to Season 2 of
What's on this tape?
For the past year, I've been finding some really interesting stuff, both on VHS and Betamax.
Awesome!
And now that I've got more room in my storage unit, I can fill it with more.
Wait, what?
That's right. I recently found a large cache of even more unlabeled mystery tapes to go through.
Sweet!
There could literally be anything on these. So it's time once again to find out
What's on this tape? 46.
Oh, geez, I think I know what's coming next. Poirot. Mystery. When I said these were mystery tapes, I didn't know how right I was. Anyway, this one is The Incredible Theft.
Its effect is similar to that of Taxi, which is similar.
So in addition to being the host, it looks like Diana Rigg also starred in some episodes. Pulling double duty. So it looks like we've got something different here with Bill Moyers. Possibly also on PBS.
Series, some thoughts about Arabs and the West from a wise observer of both worlds.
The Arab world. Seems like they could do a new version of this program for today. Alright, so that was a complete half hour, but believe it or not, that's all that's on this tape. Just an hour and 26 minutes. And so, as they say, we shall move on to the next one.
47.
Okay, finally something different. Death of an Empire. This sounds very PBS. Whoa, that looks like Rip Torn. Okay, but after like a minute or so, we're coming up on something that was partially recorded over with that minute.
10 favorites, Browns.
Ooh, Vincent Price. Alright, so this is obviously mystery again. But at least this time it's one of the Vincent Price episodes.
Edwardian gentility. Bertram seems almost too good to be true.
The way he's describing Bertram's, it sounds like White Lotus or something. This guy must have been a big fan of Agatha Christie. Part 1. Let's go and see if it's complete. Alright, and an hour later, or almost, it pretty much is complete. Oh, but the credits are cut off. But I wonder if this episode is part 2. Yep, it is. And both of these are on a tape that's recorded in SP mode, which is fitting. And thank goodness, episode part 2 is also complete. Except for part of the end credits. But we got a really bad antenna signal here.
And before his corpse was laid to rest, Hitler usurped his command over the army.
Uh-oh.
The armed forces paraded to swear a new oath. Where once they had sworn loyalty to the Constitution, now they pledged themselves to Hitler.
Boo!
By name.
So anyway, the end of that tape has like 10 minutes of that Hitler documentary with a really, really bad antenna signal. But thank goodness, we can now go on to the next one.
48.
KPIX.
There's a bear in the woods. A dilettante.
And his name is Mr. Rohypnol.
Refrigerated pudding. And what does it have that Jello pudding snacks don't? Tropical oils and artificial flavors.
Said by someone who really knows his chemicals. Peter. Okay, so this is called Crossing to Freedom. I have no idea how long this is, but I'm going to see if it has any interesting commercials.
Education takes a great teacher, a nice school, and more.
Okay, that is definitely Bob Kurtz. I recognize the style from, you know, his Sesame Street work and his George Carlin work. All right, so that movie is missing like its last 13 or 12 minutes or so. But now it looks like we've got something else. I'm going to see what that is. Frontline with Judy Woodruff. The Spy Who Broke the Code. I wonder which code. The Da Vinci Code, the Guy Code, the Girl Code. This is PBS. Whoop. And it looks like this is too. Let's see.
Max, you are a fool.
With a deep sigh, she yielded her lips in such a kiss as he had never dreamed of.
Okay, I'm still not sure what this is, but it's the end of Act 1. And now we've got Act 2. So let's see if it goes all the way to the end. Yep, it does. Right up to the Thames River logo.
It's Mystery Night on KTEH.
Oh, Mystery Night? I guess they show more than just mystery, of course. Interesting. So that was the Agatha Christie Hour. Kate Buffery, Lynn Farley, Jane Asher. I wonder if that's that's the same woman who dated Paul McCartney. His muse, if you will. Yeah, wish me luck getting through the rest of these tapes. Okay, so, semen. So that was a complete episode of Wish Me Luck. So now it looks like we're on a different channel now.
This is KICU TV 36, San Jose, San Francisco, Oakland.
Good afternoon. Welcome to the Movies at Noon here on KICU TV 36. It's always fun to come into the studio right after we've got to follow that cooking show, all that great smelling food they bring in. They make us sit around in here and try to talk about movies. And well, that's okay. Nice to have you on. Today's movie is called Chilling. Everybody is a suspect when a divorce investigation uncovers a hideous series of suburban murders. Well, there's still something to go along with your lunch.
Yeah, sounds like a good time.
Brutally ironic Snapford Land. Our movie today is called Chilling.
Did he say chilling or killing? Okay, chilling. I wonder if there's any interesting commercials.
By using the toll-free number that appears on your screen right now, you can have...
Okay, so he looks familiar. He used to have his own programming block on KICU back in the 80s, but, maybe he got fired from it due to inappropriate behavior. I have no idea. I mean, he's not wearing those sunglasses anymore. But, those sunglasses indicate, someone who likes to swing. Anyway, if you know any more about this guy, leave it in the comments. Wow. So they were still showing this commercial into the 90s.
South Bay Health Center is designed for the convenience.
There's that creepy-looking 80s tooth puppet.
Saturday appointments.
But dentists are so expensive.
Not a
Yeah, this must have been a Bay Area favorite.
just $12.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that noon movie is missing its last 13 minutes or so. So if you want to track it down, you probably need to go online to see the ending. But anyway, let's go on to the next tape.
49.
Woohoo! More murder porn. Richard Speck, the nurse killer. Never heard of him. Okay, so that's like a half-hour program or so, or 25 minutes. But now it's interrupted by another recording. Still British.
Love hurts.
Love hurts! Nugus Martin Productions, I think that says. There's the most expensive microscope in the world, probably. Oh, but doesn't it have it looks like it has a magnifying glass at the end of it. So now we've got that fingerprint in focus. Crimes, trials, great crimes and trials of the 20th century. So it looks like we got another episode. Okay, there's another family I haven't heard of. And about 25 minutes later, we've got a third one. I'm going to have to start counting these. Roberts, Duddy, and Whitney, the Braybrook Street Massacre. That's 3. So we've got another one here that I think started a little bit late. Okay, so it looks like this is about Night Stalker Ramirez. That's 4. Disappearance of Jimmy Hoffa. That's 5. Aha, but this looks like a completely different show altogether. Kind of reminds me of The Storyteller. It's called Crime Story. The Stonehouse Affair. So that's what they watch in Scotland. So anyway, this program was like about 45 minutes or so. Maybe 50. And now we're back to Great Crimes and Trials. The Rosenbergs, Adam Spies. That's 6 episodes of Great Crimes and Trials. The Howard Hughes biography hoax. That's 7. The KKK. That's 8. Escapes from Alcatraz. 9. Scarsdale killing. 10. The SLA kidnap of Patty Hearst. 11. Dennis Nilsson, the kindly killer. That's 12. And we've got a bunch of PBS promos for the rest of the tape. So all in all, on this tape, we've got 12 episodes of Great Crimes and Trials. And 1 episode of Crime Story. And now let us go on to tape 50.
50.
Oh, geez, this is like the 3rd recording of Casablanca I've found in recent months. Let's see what network it is. So it's KTVU.
Good evening. The President visits Northern California today to honor a certain segment of the American public. We will have a report tonight at 10. Also tonight, the new flavor Savor Tomato hits the market at 10, where you can go to try one.
I'm not into tomatoes.
Introducing the 4-wheel drive Passport.
Yeah, he sure showed that car who's boss. Ooh, the 7-Up little Dot character. Remember, you used to see him all out around everywhere. I think that little guy even had his own video game, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember what system it was for, though. Either Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. Okay.
Did you know that breakfast is the most important meal of the day? That's why the folks at the new FX network invented the show Breakfast Time.
Oh, that guy kind of looks like Chris Farley.
Country, the latest in health and nutrition. Just a lot of wonderful little tidbits to get your day started out just right.
What? No toast?
Maybe Artie Lang, I don't know. Oh, that's funny.
Got any marmalade?
FX. That must be when they were a new channel. And it says 94, too.
I'm delighted to see you.
Oh, back to Casablanca. Oh, there's Diedrich Bader. And there's that little Dot character again. Cha-ching! And there we are at the end of Casablanca. And probably the beginning of another recording, which I don't know what movie this is, but I'm going to go forward and see. Okay, I think that's Kirk Douglas. Okay, so that movie was incomplete. It didn't have any commercials, so I'm guessing it's from PBS.
I'm always on the move. Well, we have followed Tim McVeigh and his friends.
Tim McVeigh.
throughout their lives.
Yeah, isn't he some kind of criminal? I remember hearing his name a lot in the 90s. Oh, Oklahoma bombing. Got it.
Peter Jennings reporting.
Aha, Peter Jennings reporting.
The lives of Tim McVeigh and Terry Nichols will continue in a moment.
Some people
people clean their dentures in the daytime.
Jane Powell.
But if you soak at night...
From a distance, I thought it was Florence Henderson.
It's unique enzyme...
Okay, and about an hour and 15 minutes later, we've got something about Shakespeare, it looks like. Ah, the Shakespeare mystery. Frontline. Oh, thank goodness we got the air date. And now we got some PBS promos here. I don't think I'll be watching this.
Singing in the Rain, Saturday night at 10:30 on Channel 9.
Uh-huh. Now, that was on another tape. I wonder if that was the showing that was being advertised here just now. Okay, but now we're coming up on something that was recorded over. Oh, I need a hug right now. Aw, I also need a kitty as well. Alright, if you know who animated this commercial, leave it in the comments. Uh-huh, The Ultimate Lie. I wonder if that lie is that school is necessary. And up here, we've got a fragment of Northern Exposure. Okay, so this is a profile about two wildlife enthusiasts, I guess. Maybe they were animal trainers, although they don't have any animals here with them. Whoa, I didn't know Johnny had a beard. Alright, so that concludes tape 50. Now we've got 90 to go. So in this lot, we found a lot of mystery, of course. Frontline, movies on KPIX, KICU, and one tape full of episodes of Great Crimes and Trials. And the last one had Casablanca, profile of Tim McVeigh and Terry Nichols, something about Shakespeare, and a bunch of fragments of various other things. What am I going to find on the next few tapes? Tune in next week and find out. Until then, adios, muchachos!
Stay tuned for the next episode of What's on This Tape? Where even more hidden content will be revealed.